Sorry. Important hot chocolate question to be answered by mommy. So just in your easy seat, make sure your body is comfortable. If you lean forward slightly, you'll bring your weight down into your legs and really come into the earth, and don't need to engage. Your core will support you naturally, but no need to change anything in this moment. Just relax and be. Bring a gentle half resting smile to your face if you can. Just let your face be peaceful. Invite your face to be peaceful. Thinking of that, the mirror of the moon reflecting the sun's light, the sun and the light also radiating off of us, our faces, and internally radiating in our hearts, that idea of radiance. So whatever resonates, rest and be. Taking effort away and being still. Soft breath, noticing, eyes rest. Experience one more of those soft, natural breaths through your nose. Swallow to release your throat. And then with your next inhale, draw it deeply and sit upright. Bring your hands into your heart. Lengthen the back of your neck so your head is right on top of your spine. And then breathe in deeply. Feel your rib cage. Let them expand. Breathe out. Bring your navel towards your spine. Just finding that Uddiyana Bandha energy. It means flying upward lock. Next time you breathe in, try to keep the Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale, reinforce it. It's not super strong, it's a subtle energy. One more time, just down in our center with our awareness, just below the navel. Exhale, just lightly draw the navel in and up. And now coming together with vibration, sound, so humming your exhale or sounding Om. A nice deep inhalation, whatever that is for you. Just slowly fill yourself up. Follow your natural instinct to breathe in again and open your eyes. Exhale, come around to the right with your hands on your opposite knee and the floor behind you. Look back, twist. Feeling grounded in your legs. Just release along your spine as you breathe. And then turn your head to look over your other shoulder for the last few breaths. Downward gaze, opposite shoulder. Breathe in deeply again. And breathe out carefully. Bring everything back to center. Tall spine, breathe in. Feel your legs and hips stay as you twist your belly and your heart and your ribs and your neck and face. Look back. Enjoy some deep breathing. And bring your head to look the opposite shoulder and downward. Part of our practice is breathing awareness. There's also Bandha awareness, the finding your subtle core. And then drishti, your gazing, letting your eyes rest. Steadiness through gaze. Excuse me. Come back to center when that is complete. Lean back, balance on your sacrum, and take a boat pose of your choice. Maybe hug the backs of your legs and bring your legs to 90 degrees. We've been practicing some different variations, so do whatever one you like for 5. Try to relax. And then hold on to your legs wherever you are and just support your feet and ankles, giving them some movement, both back and forth a few times. And then some circling. Just moving the ankles around. And then squeeze in your legs, take your feet and draw them in. Lean forward, place your hands in front of you, and release your legs back. We need to move our bodies around. Come up to your knees with cushion under your knees if needed. And give your hands and wrists a few infinity symbols just to release and open, spread. So we want these spreading hands as we bring them down to the earth. Let your elbows bend a little bit just to catch yourself as you land. Use the springs of the joints. Knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. And just shift from side to side with your weight a few times. Use your hips to do that. Shift out one, shift out the other. And then center. Bring your heart forward, gaze to your nose. Just gently lengthen in cow spine. Not a big back bend. And then cat spine is a big forward bend. It's a big curl, tucking tail, dropping head. Flow between those waves, those opposites. Nose gaze and navel gaze. Inhale. Exhale. I'm just kind of pulling back there towards puppy, just to go with what feels good a few more times. Find those opposites of extension and flexion. One more time. And now tuck under your toes carefully. Sink your hips back to any degree, maybe to the heels, but doesn't have to be. Let your arms stretch out and take your head down. Expanding the chest here with the armpits and elbows off the ground. Grounding hands, spreading. Calming the forehead, resting down. And the gaze is to the nose tip if there's not another destination. The next time you breathe in, rise up to your cow spine, release your feet. And then come to downward dog, lift up your hips. Do you need to adjust your hands and feet? So you just want a nice upward V shape. So you can make refinements. Pick up and reset hands. Bow down your head. It's a navel gazing pose, so just look back. Let your body release tension. Working with your body in each shape. It's fine if your knees bend in this pose, keep the energy of lengthening your spine. And even if your knees are bending, next time you breathe out, see if you can reach your heels towards the floor a little bit more. And then inhale, shift forward on your mat into a plank variation. Exhale. Round up your spine into cat spine, breathe in. Exhale, regular plank. And then inhale, step forward. And halfway lift. Wherever your hands reach is fine. Exhale to forward fold. Doing that cat spine, rounding in. Look at your feet and press into them. Just try to find even pressing as you come up and find your standing position. Roll back your shoulders. Arrive. Reconnect with your breath. I'm doing a standing vitality increasing breath practice today, several rounds. So just be in your mountain for a moment, gently hug the arms into the sides. Steady eyes or letting the eyes rest at times. And so we're going to move with our breath, but our hands and arms as well. So like we're breathing with our arms. The inhale is arms reaching out, palms up. Just do it in a gentle way. Soft and open inhale. Expand. Exhale, close your fists and draw your arms into your body. Not too deeply, but do a contraction of your arms and hands. So that's the breath, the vitality breath. Inhale, open, soft, reach. Exhale, draw in, contract. So this can look your own way. We'll do 4 more times. Inhales. Exhales. However your arms come into your body is fine. You can experiment. We're just trying to come into the ribs as the ribs come together. Twice more. A little sound with your breath. 1 more time. Open, nice. Be patient. Exhale. Pause for a moment. Getting ready for sun salutations that flow one into the other. So let yourself feel that sense of vitality and readiness. Surya Namaskar. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. The breaths are slow, so it doesn't feel too fast. Exhale to forward fold. Just traditional A variation. Tuck your head. Third position, half lift, a little forward energy into the feet and with the head. Exhale, fourth position, plank or chaturanga. Just establish it 1 breath. Fifth breath, upward dog, flip over your feet, bring your knees down, roll your shoulders back, gaze to your nose. And when the exhale energy is coming, find downward dog for 5 breaths. So we learn to rest in downward dog. Initial refinements and then stillness, just breath moving. So yoga is movement with awareness of the breath. Try to truly experience each breath. And go through 1 more exhale. 6th position is step forward, half lift. 7 is forward fold, release your spine. Inhale all the way up to standing, reach, breathe in. And exhale, heart center. Again, reaching up, breathe in. Just flow. Welcome the light and heat, fold in. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, take perhaps the other foot back first as you come to your plank, or add the elbow bend, hugging in, chaturanga. It can be light. Inhale, determined to upward dog. Just 1 breath, find that shape. Flip your feet, lift your hips, downward dog. It's the 6th position. I counted it wrong last time. 4th exhale. And 5th exhale. Sapta, 7, step forward to half lift pose. Ashto, 8, fold forward, release your spine. Nawa, 9, rise and reach. Breathing in. And 10, Desha, coming back to center. Exhale slowly. Last one, inhale, reach up, Ekam, 1. Exhale, forward fold. 2, 2. Trini, 3. Inhale, extend spine. Chatwari, 4. Go back. Find your strength pose. Pansha, 5. Stretch your belly, upward dog. And shot, 6. Find downward dog, 5 breaths. Feel the warmth, the vitality, the strength in your sun salutations. Feel empowered by your steadiness. One more breath, long spine, weight reaches back to the legs here. And then with inhale energy, we shift and step forward and half lift. Exhale, forward fold, Ashto, 8. Nawa, 9, rise, reach, inhale. Stretching each breath. And 10, back to center. Pause for a moment. So you can commit those 10 shapes to memory and know a sun salutation. And then let's work with standing back bend for a moment. So take your hands to your sacrum and widen your feet slightly. Just find a really comfortable, slightly wide base. So we're grounded in feet and legs. Hands to sacrum helps us guide our pelvis forward. So that's part of back bending. So grounded, tall, pelvis forward. Lengthen your spine and lift both the front and back of the rib cages. So we keep the low back lengthening. Gaze to your nose, keep your neck comfortable. Feel your heart spread. Work as deeply as you feel good. We're going to do a second variation. Exhale. So lead with your heart to come out. Just learn to lead with your sternum. Second one with the arms extending. So the same principles. Feel your feet press the earth, firm the legs. Press your pelvis forward, lift your rib cage, reach up, and go back to any degree. Try not to strain your neck. Keep your neck long, your shoulders down off your ears. And one more breath. Inhale and heart first, so your head comes last. Back to your heart center. And counter pose, forward fold. So tip your pelvis forward, bend your knees as needed. Hands up. So we'll bend so their hands rest on the floor today. Just taking our lunar attitude towards some of our poses. For the long night, full moon last night. Not separate from us. Exhale again. Release your hands to your pelvis again. Bend your knees, press your feet, stand up. And exhale, release. Trikonasana, Utthita Trikonasana to the right side. So extending triangle, turning to the back of your mat with your right foot. Angle your other foot in. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, over and down. Catch your shin, foot, or toe. And then reach the arms away from each other. Turn your face upward. Radiate from your belly center. A third chakra pose, the Manipura, the golden light of the sun in your belly. Breathe out again. And then coming up, inhale. Exhale, trying a half moon pose. Maybe just catch your hips and see if you can lift your back leg. Trying to keep the toes on the floor as well. Just change the attitude of the pose a little bit. Similar to triangle. Support if you need it. One more breath. And then exhale, let be. Some of those not done very often, can be really hard. And then come to the other side. So just a moment to have an easy attitude. Find your friend triangle pose. Reach out your arms, inhaling over and down. So think belly center, third chakra. As you find, extend the triangle. Notice how you can relax into the shape. We always practice this one. Exhale. Keep the attitude in your mind as you come up, and just welcome that transition to a third moon idea, or half moon, sorry. Arms reach up and down, or hold your center. So I'm gonna work with myself here today. Feeling pretty wobbly. Steady eyes, keep trying. 2 or 3 more breaths. Turn on some of that determination. And then exhale, carefully release out. Top of your mat. Revolving triangle. Right leg back, hips to the front. Balance. Reach up, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Lend your hand. Coming to the outside of the foot, eventually wherever it works best for you. We love using the shin. Arm opening up to the sky, so twisting spine, triangle pose. Okay. Part of the practice of yoga is concentration. It has an entire limb of 8. One more deep breath. See if you can open a little bit more. Breathing in. And then breathe out, release your twist. Inhale, coming up. Step out, release. Inhale again, step back, find your shape. Again, breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, twist and open to the side. Always continue to breathe, just rhythmic breathing as you find the pose, and then try to find those even breaths again. Remember to include yourself with your compassion practice. Once more. Exhale, and then inhale, come up, stepping out. Working with our devotional and peaceful warrior practice today. Right leg steps back, front knee bends over the ankle, hips to the front. So devotional, we call humble often. Let's do the right elbow under the left for the eagle arms, and then just fold forward inside your front knee. The feet are open and strongly pressing. Humble, devotional. Exhale again. Inhale energy helps us come out of the poses. Keep your legs and go into the reverse. So sometimes we do this from Warrior B. We're doing it from Warrior A today. Just finding that back bend. Peaceful warrior. Gaze down towards your nose. One more deep breath. And then release those actions to the front of your mat. There's some preparation in the mind here as well as the body. So finding that Warrior A stance, hips towards the front. Take your left elbow under your right and fold forward just inside your front knee. Breathe, especially into the back body. One more exhale. Inhale, come up, keep the legs, and just find that reverse action, reaching up and back, grounding your back hand on your leg. And the counter gaze is towards the nose, so we have downward eyes in the back bend. It helps keep our necks long. Peaceful warrior. Exhale again. Inhale energy up, and let's just turn to the side of your mat, whichever way your toes are pointing for Prasarita Padottanasana, wide standing pose. Roots of the big toes press, lift the rest of your toes, just press the root of the big toe, and then release down. Reach out your arms, breathe in. Breathe out, bring them behind and interlace. Draw it down, bring your chin towards your chest. Just releasing tension. Grounded. When the breath finishes, lift your chin, inhale, draw your shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold with mindfulness. Your knees might bend. You're just trying to bring the top of the head towards the floor between the feet and maybe release your arms away from your body. The fingers woven together, catch each other. Shoulder blades together and then soften the shoulders. Try that with one more breath. A little squeeze shoulder blades together and then exhale, let go. Let the arms fall towards your head. Inhale energy, press your feet, come up. A little bit up and back. And relax, release your hands, center. Tall spine, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale, slide your hands down your legs. And then wrap both of your legs around your right leg. Sorry, both arms around your right leg. Whatever degree feels nice for you. Work with your bent knees if you need to. Exhale again. Other side. Just try to embrace the qualities of all the shapes. But especially the forward folds bring us into a calm nervous system state, so it might feel nice. Just let yourself enjoy that calming sensation. Yoga gives us resources to reduce stress, to have breaks. Come back to center, hands on your legs, and then inhale, slide your hands up, find your heart, and breathe out. Nectar of the moon pose. So let's turn back to the front of the mat into a lunge shape. A high lunge, bend your knee, and then bring your hands down to the floor. Balls up the back foot. So we're going to turn both feet over towards the right side. Take hands inside, turn out your right foot, and then your back foot is like a a side plank pose. Nectar of the moon, maybe reach up your arm. Use both your feet, determination. One more time. Inhale energy. Exhale, release your arm and make your way to a knee down lunge. Knee over ankle, front leg. King Arthur's pose. Catching your back foot or ankle. Bend your knee. So you'll come above your knee joint You don't have to do this part of catching your foot if you find it too much for your knee. Just the right amount. That's what mindfulness allows us to do. Steady with this, one more breath. And then release your leg down carefully. Come to Hanuman's pose. So this is a forward fold where we can relax our minds and our nervous systems. Find your own favorite way for today. Draw back on your toes to further lengthen the back body. And optional, reach across if you'd like to add that lateral move. So the brain is very focused on the breath and the nose. So that nose gazing, breath awareness, we're very in that center between the eyes with our brains. Rest there. Feel complete with the breath and then release for the other side, Nectar of the Moon pose. Finding that ball of the foot, high lunge pose first. Bring both arms inside the front knee. Now the project is turning the toes over to the left now. So the back foot is like a side plank. You're on this outside edge and the front foot turns out to any degree. Keep both hands or reach one arm up. Just 5 breaths. Third one. Exhale. 4. Exhale. Last one. As you exhale, release your arms. And carefully transition to the knee down behind, knee over ankle front. Low lunge, stay, or add that King Arthur catch and the back ankle, drawing it towards the hip. Use your eyes to steady your brain, your focus. We're keeping the face smooth and open as you do. Enjoy another breath here. And then release. And I hope enjoy isn't too presumptuous. Draw back your toes, Hanumanasana. Hanuman's great devotional leap across the ocean. The embodiment of love and devotion. Low belly draws back, toes draw back. You can fold in as much as you like. And stay for another set of breaths. Add that reach across if you would like. Support yourself. In a pose like this, you can just rest your eyes. We're soft and steady. One more breath out. Release these actions and come to your knees. Add cushion if you like, Ustrasana. So taking a moment to make sure the knees feel even underneath the hips, comfortable, and press both tops of the feet into the floor. Make that little stamp, that little imprint. So remember our standing back bend. Let's try that variation first, where we did this on our feet, so we just need to learn to ground into our knees and tops of feet. And then guide your pelvis forward, lift your whole rib cage. Feel your heart open, and gaze towards your nose. Just keep your neck neutral and comfortable. 3. Exhale. Inhale, lift your heart first, and release. 2 more times, feeling free to just repeat that one. We're trying the reach up arms like we did standing, round your legs, pelvis forward, lift ribs, and then explore that back. If it's comfortable to take your eyes to your thumbs, you may do so, or keep them down towards your nose. It's nice to add Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha here for deep internal support. One more exhale, and then inhale, release out. 3 breaths. So option to come to child's pose now, or try one more time. So bringing those elements together, grounded, pelvis, ribs. If you'd like to catch your heels and maybe lift your chin, take your head back. Keep the downward gaze towards your nose. Work wherever you feel safe. Last breath. Exhale. So inhale energy, a little determination. Lead with your heart. Exhale, relax, and go to child's pose. Been experimenting with crossing my legs in child's pose. See if that feels okay for you. And relax completely. Let your head turn one way. If this version is too much on your bones of your ankles, just uncross your feet. Calm forward fold. Exhale one more time. And then turn your head the other way. Maybe come up and cross your ankles the other way as well. Exhale again. Inhale, come up and come to downward facing dog pose. Release from those compressed shapes. Trying a little bit of wild thing pose with me today, where we come from downward dog and open out to the right side. Lift out your right arm. You can step your foot behind you. Opened out side plank. Open hearts. One more breath. And downward dog for a rest. Other side, just like a side plank, but we're in the downward dog. Taking your arm up is a great beginning. If you want to take your right foot and step it behind your left, try that. One more time, determination. And then release, downward dog. Come through and sit down. Take your legs out in front. Dandasana, staff pose. Draw back your toes, tuck your chin. So the Jalandhara Bandha is the third lock, the chin lock, where we help containerize our energy. That's the whole idea, that we're just trying to keep the energy swirling in the torso, concentrating in the torso. It's just a light tucking of the chin. One more exhale, staff pose. And then inhale, sit up, reach up, breathe in. I said that, sorry. Exhale, fold forward, slowly find your shape. So reach out as far as you can and then go down, catch your feet or the floor or your legs so you can help draw yourself forward. Rock a little to the right and a little to the left. Just a few times to find length in the sides of your torso. Big breath in, and then exhale right down the center of your legs. Fold in. as deeply as you can. We'll give this 8 breaths time. So if your knees are bending, that's okay. We're just trying to lengthen the spine. Paschimottanasana means intense Western fold. The western side of the body, the back body. One more time, breathe out. Inhale energy to come up and release. And then the opposite, Eastern stretch, Purvottanasana. Point your toes, fingers forward, hands back. Lift your heart. If possible, also lift your hips. Upside down plank pose. Keep your neck comfortable so you can do it gaze down, or take your head back if it feels good. Squeeze your glutes. One more time. Exhale, release. Feel that energizing quality of the back bending. Take your legs out wide and forward fold with wide legs. Keep your feet a little bright. Be where you are. Just try to reach your chest, your nose, your forehead towards the floor. Be kind, bend your knees if they need to be bent. Breathe deeply one more time. Inhale carefully, release. And draw your feet together with your knees apart. Baddha Konasana. Hold your ankles. Let your big toe roots reach away from each other without your hands. Just try to find that opening of your own feet, a loving, compassionate attitude towards them. Feet are beautiful and interesting. Grateful for them. Lengthen your spine when you breathe in. And when you breathe out, tip forward from your pelvis with a straight spine. Come forward into the shape. Just a sense of reaching through the top of your head. And just let your arms fold in or come wide, whatever works. You have different proportions. Try to have a gentle sense of growing throughout the breath holding. Not really breath holding, breath flowing. The time we have in the pose, keep growing. Just a bit longer. Take one more complete breath, a little coming out, lengthening as you breathe in. Breathe out, find your final place in the fold. Inhale to come up. And take the legs out, lean back into your hands, so fingers back. And just give your legs a moment to release from the hips down to the feet. And then be still. Rest open, like Shavasana legs, just let them go. Which shift back up, right? And let's fold in the right leg and bring it to the top of the mat. Folded. Sasikasana, like a pigeon variation. The back leg, you're on the inseam. Sit upright and then follow your heart into forwardness. Whatever that is for you, just let the whole body tell you what to do as far as you go, when to stop. Just 5 breaths. Exhale again. Inhale to walk upright. Keep your legs. Exhale. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Feel that stream of breath come through your nose. Breathe out, twisting to look back. On your fingertips or hands down. Like the sun's rays all coming back to a central point. Last breath in and last breath out. Change to the other side. So little spin around to bring your left knee folded forward. And then the right inside of the leg resting just behind. Follow your heart to forward fold. Stretching into the hips. Soften. Be present. A few more soft circles of breath. Exhale. So that means when your exhale is complete, come on out, breathing in. Breathe out, twist and look back. One more circle of breath. Inhale, get energy and length. Exhale, begin to relax and then release. And time to come to our backs. Finishing up, bring your blanket or your pillow for underneath your head or eye covering. Coming back. And bring in your knees. We've already done lots of back bends today. Just bring your hands to your knees and circle your sacrum a few times in both directions. Like circling the knees. There's that sense of length in the neck, forehead higher than the chin. Go the other way with that sacrum circle. And then come to stillness in the center. Let's do the revolved abdomen version of resting twist. So that means bringing both knees over together to one side. Maybe even stacking them or reaching in that direction, and your pelvis comes off the floor. So your pelvis turns to face the side. And that brings the twist up higher in our backs as we look the opposite way, reach out that opposite arm. Using the other hand to gently ground your lower body. And then rest. Train the brain to keep that steady rhythm of breath going in the practice. So just observe how that can continue without a lot of your attention. Let it become a natural part of the practice. Breathe out just once more. Feel complete. When that impulsive inhale comes, bring your head to center, your spine, and your legs. Take a free breath, rest. beginning of our resting practice. Moving over to the other side with that lifted up pelvis. You come to the side of the pelvis and try to stack your knees. Leave space between them if you need to, and turn and look back. Rest open. Rest your eyes. Breathe into tension and release it. Several more rounds of breath. Just be at peace. Last time, stretch it out. How much that fullness, like the full moon, that really pranic feeling of deep inhale. And then let the opposite energy come as you exhale and release. So that aponic energy washing over the letting go, emptying, the contraction. And pause for a moment to decide where you'd like to spend your legs up time. This is an important part of our practice. So the simple legs in the air, just go right ahead in. Come up to shoulder stand if it feels safe for you to lift your hips off the floor, hands to your back. The weight is really in the elbows and the upper back, the back of the skull, not in your neck. But only do it if it feels safe. You can just have the legs halfway up or reaching them straight. Receive the benefits of upside down. Letting the nectar of immortality, the Amrita, flow and drip slowly the other direction. Increasing our vitality. Maybe 5 to 8 more breaths. Calming the mind. Take a last one and then carefully release your body back down. So we use physics here. The legs coming towards the head helps us resist bringing the spine down too quickly. Rest your knees in towards your chest, a little wide. Broadening your low back. And then add your blanket if you like and stretch yourself out to rest. So we just give a full permission to release and take a little time to make sure that your body is comfortable so you can rest. We still open and disperse from the center of the body. The breath finds its own natural rhythm again. And this is a process. So gradually let go of control and let everything rest. Release any tension in your face, just welcoming a softness over your face. The jaw relaxes so your teeth are slightly separated. You can part your lips a little bit or keep them lightly sealed. Nose breath is calming breath, but having a little gentle space to release through the mouth, also nice. Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti Swayam, Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti Param, Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti Anu, Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti Shivam, Vama Jyoti, Soma Jyoti, Vana Jyoti, Jnana Jyoti, Maha Jyoti, Yoga Jyoti, Vata Jyoti, Nada Jyoti, Vima Jyoti, Vyoma Jyoti, Era Jyoti, Vira Jyoti, Eka Jyoti, Eka Jyoti, Eka Jyoti, Jyoti, Light, oh light of us, of self-effulgence, light, oh light of absoluteness, light, oh light of gracefulness, light, oh light of auspiciousness, light of Shiva, light of moon, light divine, light of wisdom, light of heaven, light of yoga, light of wind, light of sound, light, delight, light of water, rising light, vital light, the only light, the only light, give us light, oh light of light. Slowly return to your seated position, taking a few moments to do the releases and things that help you in that process so that it's gradual and gentle. I didn't leave enough time for us to do the chant together, unless you would like to stay. But I'll finish our time together, and then if you'd like to practice that chant or just listen to it one more time, I'm learning it too. And it's mostly that one word, Jyoti. Let's bow to our blessings, great and small, for a moment. And then connecting with all with an Om, breathe in deeply. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.